We are back for another episode of Big Six Bants. It is another Liverpool show. It's the international break. No one cares. England playing today. I guess some care about that, might be doing some coverage of that later. But obviously, I did bring two amazing guests with me today to discuss everything Liverpool. A few loose links to a midfielder who we don't really know too much about, but looks, decent on the eye. He's got a flary Brazilian name. So who doesn't want a flary Brazilian name? You know what I'm saying, when you link to him and stuff. There's also a lot of stuff surrounding Naby Keita's contract. Now, if I'm honest, I'm ready for him to leave. So the fact that we're trying to give this guy a contract means we are down bad. We are increasingly down bad. So that is ridiculous to me. And then obviously, it's just a general chat about, can Liverpool really turn the season around? Can they do it? Can Liverpool turn the season around after the start that we've had? Technically, with winning the game in hand does put us 6 points off the top. We have obviously lost one and won one in the Champions League. So on paper, not the worst start in the world, but I think everyone can agree it's the performances of certain individuals and the tactics we're seeing that is increasingly worrying for the fan base, and how good some of our rivals tend to be looking, So again, we are here for the Liverpool show. I have two amazing guests, one of which done a lot of work with on the terrace. His hatred for Henderson is, I think, what brought us together, even though I don't actually hate Henderson that much. But I don't hate him. Hate is a strong word, but he's just pissed me off of recent. But his dislike for Henderson and his realization that Nunez isn't the guy is what constantly keeps us together. And he's a great guy. As I said, always knows his stuff about football. Doesn't pull any punches, which is why he's here today. Always serious about what he does. And he's going to go far in this, man. He's going to keep on going. So, Tom, what are you telling me, bro?
I'm good, mate. Thanks for having me on. Eager to talk about certain things. Not about the show. João Gomez, though. All I know is he's got an accent above the A, so get him in.
Yeah, that's a flary Brazilian name. Speaks Portuguese. Yeah, just sign him. What? Sign him. You know what I'm saying? Who's the other guy that never played for us? Who's the Brazilian that never played for us? He never played. It was the work permit.
Alan
Souza. I think that's
it's like Alan Rodriguez de Sousa. He's got like one of them dead long names.
For a time, I was thinking this guy must be decent at ball. I still see him commenting under Firmino's posts. And he's like,
oh no, he was back when we had the Spanish ones, Suso, Danny Pacheco. They were the ones that were like,
oh my gosh. Back when we was waiting so long for Chirivella to come through. When they took him and they never brought, and then just ended up selling him anyway.
Sat there with the Spanish Revolution in the academy that just didn't come through.
Yeah. Listen, we'll get into that. But the next one is a guy who, again, doesn't pull any punches. You know what I mean? He's finally got the channel going. Finally, you know what I'm saying? About time he starts running the content. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I can't wait to see where he goes in this contenting as well. It's not just football, do you know what I mean? It's WWE stuff as well. So there's a lot of different things over there that you guys can go and watch. So make sure you do subscribe to his channel and all that stuff there. And also, man's got the accent to go with it when he's cussing. So when he's cussing you, every word feels like a punch. So, you know what I'm saying? So, again, but this is a friendly space, not a rival space. But I will be getting him in for some of the rival spaces too. You know what I'm saying? Hugo, what are we telling you?
Now, yeah. Come on. All right, man. It's good to be on, bro. You already know, bro. I'm always missing because of the flipping times and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yours on Black Man time as well. So man always messaging me with like an hour to spare.
Yeah, you know what it is, bro. Do you know what it is? Like, I was supposed to go work today, couldn't go work for birthday reason. I thought, you know what? Might as well do a stream in it. It's sunny. Liverpool,
come on, man.
Liverpool are, they're looking to offer Naby a contract for some stupid shit. So I thought it needs to be spoken about. It
has to be spoken about still. It has to be spoken about for real.
But guys, just before we start, let the guys know where they can find you.
I told you this before, but don't find me, man. You know what I'm saying? Just
online, as in like YouTube wise. Where can they find you? YouTube wise,
Savage Talks Football, Savage Talks Wrestling, Hugo Online. They're the free channels, man. You'll find me. Yeah, man. Big up.
Mm-hmm. Just that there on the screen on Twitter.
Big up, Tom.
Eventually, so don't come on YouTube. Eventually, when I can be asked. When we're good, and I don't have to sit there and moan about the midfield. I might get a bit desire to make one.
Love that. So listen, big up everyone in the chat. There is 20 people in here from the jump. Lunchtime streams, man. I know lunchtime streams. I mean, I would want to be doing more, but work, you know. So if you don't want more lunchtime streams, then expand the family so I don't have to work anymore, so I can stream more often, and you can watch more Big Six Bands. I think that sounds like a good deal to you. Look, I feel
that's a deal still.
You know what I'm
saying?
A
big deal still.
So I ain't have to work, so then I can just give you lunchtime streams. That can be every day, 7 days a week.
Trust
me.
Everyone wins. Everyone wins.
Yeah, real talk, man.
Know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man. Subscribe button's free. Your bombs, man. Press the subscribe button. You know, like that, bro. This is disrespectful, man. Press the thing. Man are coming back more than once and that, and don't want to press the button. This long. Press the button, bro. It's gonna benefit you anyway. Come on, hit the notification bell and that.
Yeah, I'm saying. But listen, guys. Just gonna head to some of the comments. Big up Armin as well in the chat. He goes, "I beg Nunez bangs, but that training video is scary."
Somebody set man up with that training video, bro. How did that end up on TikTok?
How did he end up injuring his teammate? Donny stepped on his ankle so heavy. I was like, how much money was Nunez that flipping? It was Nunez that It was Nunez that injured what's it called in training? Who got injured in training? Was it Naby?
I don't know, but I seen a video the other day when somebody got the ankle. Oh, it was what's my man's name? The one who plays for Munich, the English Don. I seen Muller grazed the back of his ankle and that, bro, in training. I was like, what?
Bro,
these are man just injury, man, and that.
Bro, I can't even lie. Like, it's just, I don't want him to be like just a danger to everyone, even in training. Like, just chill.
His technique is so bad. He just battles into it and hopes that he touches the ball before you. That video killed me. It come out like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I've never seen a carry on like it at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm sat there just about to go to bed, and it all kicks off. I don't think it's that bad though. I think if he's in Liverpool with where we're playing Mo Salah this season, that's went straight to his feet because it's went right to the corner flag. It's a fantastic. If you look at it positively, it's a fantastic little pass. But we're doing too much. There's people that are doing too much now. Have you seen that video that got posted today of him doing the little hurdles thing? They're trying to make out that he's gonna just let my man hold it. Let him hold it for now and let him fix up on the football pitch. We don't need to try to defend him with little sprinting drills in training. No need.
I seen somebody like, listen, clearly, bro. Training's however long in it. So these are like 10-second things out of a big training session and that. Someone's setting him up in it, bro. Obviously, he's still missing and that and doing these dodgy things, but it's in a big training session. If anywhere, that's where you should be doing it, so get it out of the way and that. But then the people who are trying to defend him and that keep putting up stupid videos and making us look dumb and that. Like, I seen man,
when he took the shot and the keeper saved it.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I swear to God, bro, because I didn't know what was coming. I thought that when he bangs, he's going top corner in it. I'm like, so you put up a video of somebody saving it, bro. What are you talking?
It's the one of him tapping home an open goal rebound from 2 yards out. And I'm like, he might have missed that one, but at least he scored this one. So I think he's getting the fucking Vic Star treatment. He's getting the shit kid at lunchtime treatments.
Bro, Twitter is a horrible place, man. Twitter's actually a horrible place. Do you know why? Because since when have we started getting onto man in training and that? Like,
no one ever does it, bro. No one's ever done this, bro.
Why? I've never. Why, bro?
The last time we were doing it was during 2020, 2021. I have man analysing inside training, trying to find mistakes. And the fact that we're not even putting in videos of him slapping at top corner and ripping 2-3 man, it's just what's like. That's what's killing me. But big up Sammy, says big up Monster Legend and Tom. Sell Naby, Henderson, Ox, Milner, and get Gabby, Pedri, and Schumann. Yeah, man. In our dreams, in an ideal world.
I'm about to say, what world are them man coming to us, bro?
Big up Savage.
Big up, bro.
Only Nunez can get clipped at his national team training. People are on him too much. Yeah, what I will say, the one thing to maybe protect him is that international training, like for the national team. Man, are clipping man up from the national team's training sessions. And
I think it's Suarez, bro. I think Suarez is the league.
He's probably going to score, though. And when he scores, all the Liverpool fans are going to go, I told you so. I told you what? I told you what?
It's not the first training video. Well, his first training session at us, they managed to make a failed compact of his first training session with us in Thailand. Like, they're on his training sessions so hard at the minute.
That's all when he had his hair down and it's straightened and that.
Mm-hmm.
I
And it was that miss when he put it over the bar from 5 yards out, and everyone was cooking for it.
I mean, when he scored the 4 goals, yeah, like that was funny though. It was funny when he scored 4 goals in the preseason game. What we say, Aaron, and I hope you are good. Make sure we are smashing the like, people. Make sure we're smashing the like button. 22 people in here, only 16 likes. Make sure we run up those likes. So the first thing I kind of want to speak about, just in general, is like overall how the season's gone so far. And I think we can all agree that it's not been great. It's not been great. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe start with the league positioning. Let's start with the league. Now, we've drawn to Fulham, we've drawn to Palace, we've drawn to Everton. We've beaten Bournemouth, we've beaten Newcastle, and we've lost to Manchester United. In amongst that, I believe we sit 7th.
Something like that, yeah.
1 point ahead of Bournemouth. 2 points ahead of Everton. I believe.
Yeah, man.
2 points behind Fulham, or 1 point behind Fulham.
Oh yeah, we're 8th.
We're 8th. So, is it redeemable? Honestly speaking, is it redeemable? As in, I'm talking just to get in and amongst the top 4 and the top 3 and be challenging. Can we still challenge? I'm gonna rip the band-aid off. Can we still challenge? In the chat as well. That's a chat. That's for the chat. Can we still challenge? Can Liverpool FC still challenge? Go on.
I think so.
I mean, there's 30 games left. I mean, we just had an abysmal start. We should be sorting it out. I think, like I've been saying also, the World Cup will help us most, especially with the news that Thiago ain't going. So we just get another 6 weeks of Thiago to rest and recover and hopefully not get injured in training. So when we get to the second half of the season, we should, if we built up a good bit of form beforehand, be able to take that momentum all the way through with much fitter, much more energised players and carry us through. It's just been an awful start. It's scary just how much we rely on Thiago. It is terrifying because when you take him out, we go from looking like a Champions League contender, a title contender team, to Championship contending team. And the lack of a backup for him, it's just prevalent. When we've tried like 3 different players in that position, they've all been crap. You put him back in and we start winning again.
He's incredible, man.
It's just poor planning. The fact that we've got a system that when it works, it works. When it works, it's incredible. But it's so heavily reliant on the fitness of one of the most injury-prone players not only in the league but in the world. So this is where you get onto everything else. Like I just haven't enjoyed the start of the season. I mean, Fulham was crap, Palace was crap, United was. I don't even think crap sells just how bad United was. Bournemouth was nice. Newcastle was papering over cracks.
Crap. We just got over the line.
And then I don't even think we were that bad. I think Everton was like our second best performance of the season.
It's not hard for us to be our second best.
Exactly. Like a draw at Goodison Park, our second best performance of the season.
Yeah, it's mad still.
It's just ropes. It's ropes, and we need to sort it out.
Yeah, I believe the same, and I'm. This sounds mad, innit? I'm quite optimistic, but I don't know why I am. It's obviously based off old evidence in it, which kind of has a basis for what's going on now. But at the same time, it is a different season, and the team is a year older, and things are a little bit different. But I don't know what it is, man. I just can't. I feel like the performances have been that bad so far. Because I could have took the results maybe if the performances were okay and we just got beaten or we drew a game, team doing a low block and doing whatever. But the thing is, like, from the games we played in the league, Fulham outplayed us for about 70 minutes of the game. As soon as we decided to play football with the 20 minutes left, we looked like we could have beat them. Palace started good against them, fell apart once they scored, and then it was game over. Then that one, and then obviously Nunez got sent off. Man U, we got outplayed in that game as well. Bournemouth don't really count, man. They're just, you know what I mean. And yeah, the Everton one was boring, man. The game was boring, and then they just kept opening us up. I think with that one though, the pre-planned substitutions didn't help that game.
Oh.
It should have been where you've got your pre-planned substitutions and that, but you still take the game as it comes on it. So we're on top in the game. Forget your 60-minute substitutions. We need to win the game. And as soon as he did it and didn't figure it out, because I think Milner played 2 positions in that game. They put him right back and they put him midfield. And they were just getting we were getting corners, and every time they broke with
it was awful.
Bro, it was scary, bro. They looked like they were going to score every time they ran forward. And I was like, this is bad, man. This is bad. You know when we played against Everton?
Oh,
and we took Trent and Robbo off, and then all of a sudden, every time we got a corner, and we didn't do anything. It was hot, bro. It was horrible to watch, man. And obviously, everyone forgets, man, like, I don't like Thingy Mope. I think he's shit, bro, but he nearly scored against us. Addison had to come out with big saves.
He stunk, though. He stunk. We were just lucky he was stinking that game. He was stinking.
Yeah, of course, bro. And obviously, my man, that Big U, is dope. I think that Onana, I think he's dope. He just controlled up the whole game, so...
He just seems like one of them guys where like his arms are like iron bars. So if you run into his arm, it's like a clothesline. He got them like
sharp. He got them sharp elbows on it.
Yeah, where his elbows could actually cut. I reckon he don't cream his elbows. I reckon he don't cream his elbows
on purpose.
Yeah, on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like a fighting style. Like,
he's the opposite to Traore, and he needs the grip.
Yeah, literally.
But I feel like I don't know why I think it's salvageable, and I just can't see us playing any worse than we already have, and coming back after a break and doing the same. And listen,
but hold on, I'm going to cut you there. Onana and Idrissa Gana Gueye, is that a better midfield pivot than ours?
Yeah,
when Thiago is not there.
Yeah, he's. Nah, it just is, bro. Like, it's what it is, bro.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Is
Onana and Gueye a better pivot when we don't have Thiago?
Bro, it is, man, because like Fabinho's legs ain't working as much anymore, bro. I don't know what's going on there, bro. Like, when I said this last season, man were coming for me and that because we was winning stuff, and I said, listen, you best off me speaking about this when we're in good form, innit? So you don't need to, because I watched that Man City game last season, the FA Cup, wasn't the FA Cup, the game when we drew 2-2, and I watched De Bruyne take a quick free kick and just walk past Fabinho, and I was like, nah, this ain't right, bro. This is abuse, man. But if there's any team that can go on a big run in the league, of all I know is Man City and Liverpool. That's the only teams I know who can do it. So that's the reason why. And the fact that I never expected Man City to drop points early in it. So they've dropped points in 2 games already. And both of them games, if you watch them, they could have lost them games, especially the Newcastle one. So I remember saying in the prediction for the season, I said we can only afford to like drop points maybe in 2 games in the first 10. Yeah, because I thought Man City were going to go and win their first 9-10 games, innit? And obviously that went out the window after the first 2 games, bro. So who knows, man? Who knows, bro? But listen, I have to believe in it. Otherwise, I might as well give up on the season and watch something else, bro, because it's depressing still.
I mean, it's this comment here. We are Thiago or bust. Like, we've just said that Everton got a better pivot when Thiago ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Our shiny brand new toy is playing in the under-21s. We'll get to that in a second, but it's a bit mad. It's a bit nuts. It's nuts out here, bro.
I don't even think Everton having a better pivot than us is mad. When you look at Fulham have a better pivot, I'd take Harrison Reed and Juan Palhinha over Fabinho.
Palhinha is a bad boy. Look at the amount of centre mids that everyone have grabbed, and look what we grabbed. It's mad. It's mad. The amount of centre mids that I've seen. Yeah, and I don't even want to talk. I don't want to make this a whole Liverpool midfield situation again. I feel like we are a bit tired of that. But there are just certain things that just tend to slap you in the face. It's just a kick in the teeth.
James Milner. It is just James Milner. Every time you watch James Milner at the minute, it's just how is he going to top his shit performance today? How is he going to top that? He was crap against Newcastle. He was playing as a striker against Newcastle for some unknown reason. He's one of the worst attacking central midfielders we've had at the club in years, and he's getting in the box. Like, what are you going to do? Comes on against Everton, gets rings around at right back to the point where he nearly costs us a goal, gets done 4 times off corners and has to be moved to centre mid. Joel Matip has to come off the bench, even though we wanted to save him, and move Joe Gomez right back. And then against Napoli, how he lasted 15 minutes, let alone near on 60, is beyond me. That first 15 minutes were the worst 15 minutes I've seen from a player this season. He does hole in the wall type movements of handball it in the penalty area. Then he goes and gets a yellow card, which on another day is a red card.
You know, he got pirouetted. Like, I can't, like, Anguissa thumped up Milner in it. Anguissa, yo. Ex-Fulham, I don't even want to speak about it.
It was him and somebody else, wasn't it? He went straight through the middle of him. I don't know if it was Harvey or somebody.
The youth with the low socks.
He turned both of them, bro. I think
he fucked us up.
Lobotka dropped Fabinho 3 times in the same one.
Oh, is he the short board guy? Eastern European guy. He's good, you know. And he's good though. I'm not gonna lie. I like him.
You know when you describe one of them dribblers and they're like they take someone on and then go back to take them on again and then lose it. Lobotka took on Fabinho, went back to take him on again, took him on again, went back to take him on again, took him on again, and then passed it. Fabinho was just on the floor for about 10 seconds.
Fabinho was spamming circle. He was spamming circle out of possession. He was spamming circle, bro. That's what he was doing. Unfortunately,
listen, Liverpool fans, we made a run for our own back with some of the stuff in it because when we're in like really good form and we're winning stuff and that, it's okay to say that our team's playing the best football and that. But when everyone starts bigging up everyone too much individually, I'm like, bro, I can see deficiencies when we're winning stuff, bro. Like I personally, and I loved last season and I was excited for it and that, but I didn't think we played that well. I didn't enjoy all the games, bro. We're getting over the line. When was chasing Man City down? Bro, tell me some games where we battered somebody and it was fun to watch. It weren't that fun. It was like getting over the line. I've seen people big up too many man from last season in certain parts of the season, and I'm like, when Salah was bossing up everyone at the beginning of the season, he wasn't the best footballer in the world. When Jota was bossing up in the middle, he wasn't the best in the world. When Mane was doing it at the end, it wasn't the best. He wasn't the best striker all of a sudden. It was all like, I don't know, man. It was scrappy. It was, especially towards the end of the season. It was scrappy, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that because I'm happy with the results, innit? But what happens is that's when rivals throw it back here because you remember last season, wasn't it when Pep mentioned the thing about when he's like, well, Liverpool, they've got the best goalkeeper and the best centre-back and the best. And I'm like, that comes from Liverpool fans. Everyone running around screaming out Fabinho and that. And I swear the tapes are there, bro. I love the geezer. I think he's great. I think when Fabinho's on game, he's sick, bro. But I was watching games where man were jogging at light pace past him. And he was just not, once you've got past him, it's over, bro. Like my man said, Thiago or bust. I would say Thiago and Matip or bust, bro, because he's massive for us as well. When him running with the ball out from the back is massive for us, bro. We can expand, we can open up when he comes out with the ball and that. But
that's why I prefer him over Konate still at the moment.
Me too.
But that's just me, innit? But listen, guys, make sure we are smashing the like button if you are new. It's Liverpool content. It's been a while, man. This whole channel was brought up on Liverpool content. So, you know, it's good to be talking about Liverpool and our woes. Obviously, people want to drink our tears, but they've seen us at the top for so long. You know what I'm saying? It is one of them ones. Big up Spursy Mikel. That's a close line from her. I love that. Just open a new barbershop, free haircuts for the man. Seriously? Because if I take off my hat, gee, I'm not going to lie. But Onana is a bad man, though. Big up Clinical in the house as well. Solo MCFC is there. Revenite FC says, City always do this, Savage. They take the piss and drop points and think we have a chance, and then they just hold us up like it's a bigger brother holding off the little brother. You know when you're holding their head and they're swinging like this.
Yeah.
Like this. That's what it is, bro.
I'll tell you what, man. Man City's got one trait they've got what is the most impressive thing I've ever seen in a football team, bro. I've never seen a team just decide, nah, we're not losing this game now, and just win the game, bro. It's ridiculous. I've seen them losing to Newcastle, and I was like, forget it, we're not losing this game. And then they've just done their thing.
The fact that we call ourselves mentality monsters when they can do that is a bit shameless, you know.
It was Villa. Every single possible storyline you could want for that Villa City game had been hit. Coutinho was back after 16 games without a goal. Stevie G, he was under a little bit of pressure. He hasn't won in ages. He was 2-0 up at the Etihad. He was going to win the title for Liverpool. And he went, nah, not doing it this week. Go on,
they are sick, bro. They are a sick bro. Listen, I'm shameless on it. I watched their YouTube video. I couldn't help it, bro. I needed to see what Pep said to them at halftime.
They must get off on season. It was the West Ham game.
When I watched his team talk at halftime, I said, yeah, they were never losing this game, bro. Because Grealish was in the kitchen crying and that, bro. Man was crying when there was this. He's like, oh, I don't know what to do and that. And then when they scored, he's like, I've never been so happy in my life. I said, yeah, they're gonna win this game, bro. This is madness, bro. This is a serious football team, man. It's Pep, innit? That's how he rolls, bro.
West Ham. Their last 2 games of the season, they went 2-0 down in both of them and ended up with 4 points out of 6. They only drew that West Ham game so it could be close on the last day as well. That was the only reason they drew that West Ham game. They could have beaten West Ham. They had a penalty that Riyad Mahrez missed.
That doesn't happen to any other team. Like being 2-0 down and with 20 minutes to go. Like, do you know how stupid that shit is? Like, how stupid it is. And do you know what the worst thing is? Villa weren't really time wasting. Like they were time wasting a little bit. Like, they were taking long to do little things, but they weren't doing, like, you know how teams time waste against Liverpool from like the 20th minute, even when we're playing shit. They'll just take long to do everything from the jump. You know what I'm saying? That is what team that they don't do that. Villa weren't even taking long on goal kicks like that. No. I didn't see one guy go down with a cramp.
Bro, it got shameless for Liverpool fans, because when people were doing the videos after and everyone was coming on, and I was like, why is everyone talking about Villa being shit, bro? I'm like, this is embarrassing. We're concentrating on the other team being shit when we just didn't catch up with the points. We didn't beat Tottenham and all these. I'm like, man, we're like, Gerrard's an idiot. I can't believe he subbed off this guy. I can't believe he didn't play Martinez. How's Ollie Watkins missing that shot? I'm like, well, every other week in the season when Ollie Watkins misses these shots, you don't care. Listen, it is what it is, bro. They got hammered in it. It's one of them ones, bro. I seen man doing it with when they play West Ham, what Tom was just on about. And I remember there's a part when Edison ran out the goal and Antonio tried to lob him from far. And I seen man like messaging me like, this Antonio's a pussy, old bro. I'm like, what? He doesn't play for us, bro. Yeah, man. The Wolves game was the one when I knew that the league was over.
Does he score that against us, though?
Oh, yeah. That goes right in the top corner against us.
It goes top corner.
Probably.
The thing is, Ollie Watkins against Manchester City missed about 3 clear-cut chances. Ollie Watkins against us bagged 3.
It's that thing, though, isn't it? I think when you need something really bad, you start focusing on...
You see this Leicester game, the 2 men with the biggest blood on their hands is Mo Salah and Sadio Mane that game. Salah for missing the pen, and Mane for missing that sitter. It was harder to miss, and Mane just decided to put it over the bar.
You know when he missed that penalty, bruv? But the ball dropped back to him, and he decided to jump and header it early. Bruv, it pissed me off so much, bro. Because I was at the game before that, the other Leicester game. So I just took my son there. I think it was like just before Christmas, like 23rd or something like that. And I just took him, and obviously in that game we got through we won on penalties and in the League Cup, and I couldn't believe it, bro. I swear Lookman was on the pitch for 4 minutes. It was off a throw-in as well. It was from a throw-in.
He just started duppying up Trent.
They threw the ball as a through ball, and he got it and just flipping out.
It was the Brighton game.
And not great from Alisson either to be beaten at his near post.
No, it was not
great.
Brighton was another one where you just sat there going, "What have we done here?" Enoch and Weapon. Enoch and Weapon lobbing Alisson from 30 yards. Leandro Trossard Adam Lallana turned into prime Adam Lallana for 5 seconds.
Trossard's a baller still. Trossard's a baller, bro.
Yeah, he's fake though. I can't like Trossard's a bit fake.
Yeah, I don't know about that goal. I think it was a cross still. The one that scored from Alisson from outside the box. That was definitely a cross.
We rocked up in last season for a good 3 weeks thinking we deserved to win the league with Jones, Henderson, Ox as a midfield 3.
Do you know what's mad? That's the only Naby Keita game that he was like immense before he got injured.
He was good in that game, yeah. He was
immense. And of course, he just goes and gets injured. This is great. Let me hit some of these comments. By the way, there's 40 people in here. Smash the like button, people. Smash that like button. 41 watching, 30 likes. Ratio gang, let's smash the like button. It's free. Stop what you're doing and make sure we do that ASAP. Let's grow the family. I said, if you want more lunchtime shows, you already know the deal. You know what I'm saying? Help me out. So I ain't got to work. Help me out, people. Help me out. You know what I'm saying? Help me out. Large up the show on the panel. Rare free morning to be able to catch a show live. Appreciate it, bro. I'm trying to do this again. The second I get time off again, the lunchtime shows will come back. Probably the holidays, the bank holidays and stuff. You'll get more of these type of shows. Exactly, Savage. When you get tore up for spotting a weakness, when we win because you exactly Savage, and you get tore up for spotting weakness when we win because you know these problems will crop up at some point and cost us. I'm sorry. Why should we? I'd be quiet if I see something. I hear what you're saying. Sammy says City love taking the piss. I think they're going 2-0 down on purpose because these days to make it entertaining. Big man thing, bro. Big Sammy, you nail on the head, G. Is that where Klopp got that we've got the best everything? Yeah, it is. And big up Klopp and big up Mohamed Khalif as well. Hope you're good, bro. Trent at right back is annoying. Might need to speak about that. Yeah, the Leicester game still pisses me off to this day. But Savage, you always drop points early though. Last season we lost to Spurs first game.
Oh, he's on about Man. He's a Man City fan.
Oh, we lost to Spurs first game. After we drew to Southampton, lost to Palace. I consider this a good start.
It's the Christmas period for City. It's the period where you go, there's so many games. Look at them, they're going to drop points there. And then they come out in February and they're on a 12-game win streak and they're going, how the fuck have you managed that? And it's never like, oh, look at De Bruyne carrying them through. Pep Guardiola just puts his hat, goes around and goes, oh, which fringe player is going to turn into prime Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi for 2 months of the season? Last season, Bernardo Silva done it for the second time. Season before that, it was Ilkay Gundogan. Season before that, it was João Cancelo at left back. It's a joke. Whereas we're sitting there in the Christmas period going, let's hope we don't drop points as much this year. Let's hope we don't lose 3 games this time. Let's hope we can get through December only dropping 2 points in 3 games.
I think De Bruyne is on PEDs, bro. I'm not lying, bro. I think this man's on steroids, bro, because man used to get injured all the time, and now he doesn't get injured at all, bro. Something's going on.
The Wolves
bro, he gets rotated. De Bruyne gets rotated. He gets rotated.
He does.
Do you know what I'll do for a De Bruyne, G?
His levels, bro. He's a different guy, man.
It's not even the problem. Do you know what I do for a Gundogan? Do you know what I do for a Gundogan in this team?
Trust me.
Honestly, Donny is out here getting rotated, and we're here starting James Milner, bro. I used to call this bro Hammers a couple seasons ago. I feel sick. The
thing is, I stopped this in Milner, because this geezer's not putting himself on the pitch, bro. Like, surely when he got that extension and that, there was a conversation, and he knew that, like, my minutes ain't gonna be as much as it was. Then all the other dons around him, the fitness is dropped and that, and then he plays, and I'm like, bro, it's mad, man. I think it was the Ajax game. I was so happy to see him come on in like the 80th minute, because I'm like, this is the Milner I know, innit? You put him on for 10 minutes at the end. Yeah, I mean, if a man tries to run past, you just body him quickly.
That 10 minutes he comes on at the end is like the 10 minutes where he started the game. I don't want him anywhere near the team. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fast. He's normally on it though. When you bring him on, it's normally different, bro.
It's since he's had the beard, though.
It's the Captain American beard, isn't it? The Infinity War beard.
Do a little something, huh?
It's that Infinity War beard that him and Hendo's got, bro. The Captain America thing, bro.
Since Hendo and Milner decided to grow their beards out, these brothers been stinking.
But you're saying the sacrifice, the looks for the talent, bro. It's like, listen, we'll look good.
I always used to think, I've always said this. You lot have streamed with me before. You might have heard me say this. When players cut off their hair, skinhead settings, they grow powers, bro. Every stat jumps up by 5.
Yeah, Kanate did it still.
When man them go, the only person I say really didn't start balling was Naby. Naby cut off his hair, and I don't even know what happened. But skinhead Rooney, skinhead Pogba, you know what I'm saying? Skinhead Kanate. Do you see the head his man was scoring when he cut off his hair? The head is the bullet head his man was scoring.
Yeah, Kanate's moving mad when he cut off his hair, bro.
Yo, do you know what that means? When a man cuts off hair, he don't give a fuck. He don't give a damn no more. He looks in the mirror. He doesn't look in the mirror. He walks past the mirror. He doesn't.
He only needs to cut it off when they just cut it short. Salah when he cut it short in 2021 for that first 3 months of the season with that little afro, man was on fire. Sadio Mane couldn't do it. Sadio Mane couldn't do it. Sadio Mane's hairline was just going back.
Sadio Mane went Turkey and he paid them with talent, bro.
Yeah,
that's what happened, bro. Because he came back after lockdown with a little thin thing at the front, bro. And you say, it's D, because my missus said, he come on the pitch and my missus said, Oh, while going for the front of Mane's head, I was like,
He just had
oh
that
no,
little
man. The
patch
rest
that
of us
was
are in a
trying.
pandemic, and he went Turkey, bro. He done
That
the
little
Space Jam
patch was
thing.
trying. It was so trying for about
You know
a
what?
year.
You want Space Jam when they get the monsters to touch the ball and that, bro. That's what he did, bro. He went to Turkey and said, I ain't got my credit card. I'll pay you with talent, bro. And he came back as a doo-doo left winger, bro. And luckily, we transferred him into the number 9 spot because it was, bro, that COVID season, bro. Man tried to tell me that Mane was... Nah, bro. Salah was doing everything on his own that season, bro.
The longer our players threw out their hair, the worse they get. Trent Alexander-Arnold, back when he had the little one, 18, 19 vibe, man was on fire. Now he's got all these dead long dreadlocks. They're getting in his eyes. He can't see properly.
Yeah, the Jay-Z trend is not the way to do
it. Get your Gomez back to the little one.
You know when man tied the dreads back? Hey, if Trent tied his dreads back and done the little fade at the front, baller, you crazy.
Yeah, facts.
You crazy. Hey, Trent, if you're listening, if you're watching this, tie the dreads back and then get with the baby hairs, get the shape up, Get the shape up, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because them man have been mugging him every time I see him in videos and that. Virgil's like, yo, I'll go on for Trent's hair, bro. So
you know what I'm saying? That's boy to boy, fam.
The only one who can change their hair constantly and be sound is Alisson. Alisson does. I don't get what he does.
Yeah, Alice 6.
He ran with the porn. He ran with the porn
mustache. He was thinking it up when mustache.
No, because mustache.
Oh, porn star Alisson, bro. I know what you're talking
about.
Mustache
was after. Mustache was Arsenal away. That was one of the weirdest looks I've ever seen.
Yeah, but big up. We got a super chat here from Solo. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you for the £5 donation. Just hit the like button, people. 100%. I reckon we can get to 50 likes ASAP. There's 39 likes, 50 people in the chat.
Do you remember the Shaq hair transplant? The reason why he didn't play the first couple of months of 1920.
Yeah, he went and got the thing done on it.
He rocked up at Everton home with a full head of hair. What's going on?
Aubameyang done the same thing at Arsenal, bro. He went and got the 1 minute he had no hair, then he had extensions, bro, and then he was shit, bro.
Yeah, I remember they said they weren't ready for dreads over. Don't kill me. Arsenal fans are on their knees. But thank you very much.
Klopp just needs to go do a Fergie and bring a fucking shaver into the changing room. Everyone's sitting fucking down. We're going skinheads.
I can't lie, bro. The footballers in lockdown crease me. When them pictures came out of certain man and that, bro, like that's why Mane went and got his hair done because they've done him over with that picture still. And then obviously, then you had like De Bruyne when Kane got fat. It was messy, bro. It was a messy situation. For fuck's sake, bro.
Smash the like button, by the way, people. By the way, obviously, for those of you there for the stream yesterday, I said 75 likes and I'll take off my hat, and they actually got to 75 likes. Pricks.
Big.
They actually ran up. They actually ran up the thing so fast. Hey, today I don't think my hat's coming off, but just can we run up the likes without me like being embarrassed?
Run up the likes, man.
Can we do that at least, please? Thank you. Big up Chelsea OG in the house as well. Big up, hope you're good. I'd rather we get Barella over Bellingham. Been saying this. Bellingham does not guarantee us success, especially for the 150 million price tag he's going to cost without add-ons. And you know what I'm saying? There are players like Gundogan out there, but Klopp keeps picking Milner, Naby, Ox. Sorry, FSG. FSG doesn't force Klopp to keep them. I'm sorry, FSG doesn't force Klopp to keep them. He can make a decision. Boy, I don't know, innit? Liverpool's time's up because Kaz, just fuck off, fam. Big up Kaz though. Big him up, doing bits over there. What he's doing. Say Milner should see what Mark Noble's doing and replicate that. He should, you know what he should see? He should see what he should replicate that. He should go be the director of football. But then but the second he sees Liverpool struggling, you'll think he can get a pair of shin pads on. So maybe not. I don't know. I hope Klopp goes 4-2-3-1 in some matches, but he does. No. Klopp's actually gone 4-2-3-1 a few times now. Like Firmino was dropped into the 8 3 times now, twice, 3 times.
3 times this season, yeah.
And you know what? We have looked better. We actually
I don't even think he'll go 4-2-3. I think his next one's 4-4-2. I think he's just going to go Jota and Nunez up top at some point. Just go fuck it. Cross everything in the box.
I'm going to play Trent right mid, Calvin Ramsey right back. Or Joe Gomez right back until Ramsey stops being a hologram. You know what I'm saying? Well,
I don't know if Ramsey's real still. I don't know if this man's real, bro.
I don't know, man. The fun. I know he's all laughing. Just hella jokes we're talking about Trent's trim. I feel like his trim does transform his powers a little bit, though. Trent's hairline ain't finished, man. He just needs to, as I said, the front 2 dreads got to go, bro. Front 2 dreads got to go. I know they're just be hitting him in his eyes sometimes. Luis Garcia, he drinks Sangaro. He'll score a hat trick in the Legends game tomorrow.
Nah, man called man Tragic Scott, bro. This is
Hobble with weave, Tragic Scott. Oh, remember the time? Yeah, Tragic Scott.
Scott, bro.
I remember that. Tragic Scott. Because remember that's when they played us. He got that.
Yeah, the long, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
it was that run of games. He scored like an own goal at Burnley. Burnley rocked up. He scored an own goal. He hadn't scored for like 10 games. His first goal in 10 games is an own goal against Burnley. He kept it in the post from like 2 yards out. Honestly, man.
That is killing me. Big up the panel. First time watching along. Savage brought me here. Enjoying the chat. Keep up the graft. We'll sub to the channel. CAV, appreciate you for subbing to the channel.
Have you seen the state of that Legends team for tomorrow as well? Have you seen the absolute state of it?
Is that your dog? Appreciate it, man.
But if you ever want good football chat and that, you need someone like that. Holler him on it, because you'll see him. He's on with me and Jamie a lot of the time, but he doesn't have a channel on it. But he's dope.
Doesn't have a channel. Okay, now what is it? What team is it for?
Liverpool.
Liverpool fan. Yeah, CAV, get at me, bro. Get at me, bro. Get at me, bro. Appreciate you for real.
Have you actually seen who's playing in our Legends game tomorrow? Have you seen whose class is Liverpool Legends?
I'm guessing Voronin's there again because I went to the last one and he was.
Andre Voronin, Robbie Keane, Anthony Latalik, Albert Riera, Stuart Darwin, Salif Diao, Cinema Pongol. Who else we got? Gregory Vignal, Bjorn Torkvarni, Sander Vesterveld.
They've picked our worst team, bro. They've picked our worst. They are mugging us off, bro. Whoever's paying, how much are the tickets? £2.50.
How's Robbie Keane qualified? Man was here 5 months.
That one's killing me, though.
All Robbie Keane done was make me waste money on a fucking Robbie Keane shares.
They brought Robbie Keane in on a Make-A-Wish thing, bro, because he was a Liverpool fan, and I was like, oh, come live your dream and go back in it. I don't know what I go on for that, bro, but these, man.
We're going to have Ricky Lambert next game. Ricky Lambert next Legends game. Bring back.
Voronin couldn't even be bothered to keep a ponytail, you know, bro. Man turns up with the trim and that, like I'm supposed to know. When you see Voronin without the ponytail, yeah, and he's on the pitch, I swear to God, I didn't know who he was. I was watching the Legends game. I'm like, who's this guy? Like, I don't know, because I'm used to having the Draco Malfoy thing, bro, the blonde Malfoy's dad and that, bro. Nah, bro, this was just there with a fade. Looking like Enrique Iglesias and that, bro. Yeah, it's on this guy, man.
We couldn't even pull Carragher out the woodwork for the game tomorrow. We couldn't even get Carragher.
Man couldn't even get Jimmy Traore, no.
We've got Jimmy Traore. We've got Martin
big up Jimmy, man.
We got Fabio Aurelio. We got Mark Gonzalez. Luis Garcia.
I don't like Skirtle with her.
All right, okay.
Oi, Gonzalez, though, in the last Legends game, he scored a bad boy free.
Hey, stop. Hey, hold on. Hey!
We get it.
Let me talk.
We suck. I get it. We suck. Okay? Even the Legends, we suck, right?
No, we got Xabi. We managed to pull Xabi Alonso away. We've got Xabi Alonso for the game. He's about the only one who's fucking qualified.
They can have to carry these brothers. Like, mad. By the way, guys, we are 6 likes off of 50 likes. Hella housekeeping today. I can't lie. I don't really be doing housekeeping recently, but hella housekeeping. We're 6 likes off of 50. Make sure we smash the like and subscribe to the boys and what they're doing as well. Big up, fellas. Savage in the house, singing the cop. Big up yourself, bro. River Knight says Rafa did us dirty with Robbie Keane. That could have been amazing. Trust me.
They're trying to charge 50 quid for the game tomorrow. They're trying to charge 50 quid to go watch Andre Voronin walk around the football pitch.
50 quid? You're lying. It's not 50 quid.
Bro, the women's tickets are £7.50, bro. I'm going to watch them, bro.
You can get hospitality tickets for
Chelsea as well, no? Didn't they just beat Chelsea?
Yeah, they just beat Chelsea, champions, bro. The women are
Who is paying for hospitality for fucking Legends games?
2 pence. I watched that game. 2 pence.
Yeah. All right, 2 pence. Goals a goal, bro. We got 2 pence and not to beat them.
They were both penalties. They were both penalties.
Yeah, they were.
Did you see the run for the second goal? Oh, she has a bit about her, you know. Get it up from next game.
I've started to pay more attention to the women's. I used to watch it when I was a kid on it, just because. But I tried to pay more attention to it and that, bro. They're just listen. I want to say something, bro, but they might need to just lower the level of the goals on it. That's what the problem is in women's football. The goals too bro. The goals too big, bro. The average height of a woman is like 5'5" or 5'6" here. Bruv, these girls getting lobbed from the halfway line, bro.
But the goalkeepers be tall though, bro. The women that are playing in goal are tall, bro. And
these like dive on the 8-yard.
I think it was a good game to watch, innit? It was a good game to watch. And there's one sweet one that plays. I think she plays right back. She a sweet one, bro. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into. I won't go into. But she a sweet, bro. She's a sweet pie, man. Like, yeah, she's a sweet one. Sorry. So she's just a sweet one. She's a sweet one, bro.
Yeah, she's good food, bro. She's good food, bro.
Good food, bro. Do you know who I'm talking? You know I'm talking. I just don't know her name.
I know exactly who you're talking about, bro.
You know what I'm talking about. I've just forgotten her name in it. But Traore, one of the worst left backs ever had up there with Konchesky. Yo, we don't mention Konchesky. Jay Spearing is back playing. It's under 21s. Yes, I know. Good content month. Naby Keita will be gone in January. If he goes on a free in the summer, it's obvious from what Klopp has said, reading between the lines. Naby's days are done. Why am I hearing positive contract talks? Yeah, do you know what? Let's talk about it. Since we haven't even got to the Naby stuff, let's talk about Naby. You know what I'm saying? Naby has let us down. Like when we had the midfield woes, he was hot that he didn't get to play against Fulham, I believe. Was it Fulham?
Yep.
Oh, no, Palace, sorry. It was against Palace. He didn't come on against Palace. I understand. If James Milner's playing ahead of you, I'd be angry too. I'd be hot too, I'll be honest. But the injuries just got worse and worse from then, and he guaranteed would have been playing week in, week out. He would have been a starter. So why then was it time to start throwing the toys out the pram and faking injury?
I can't lie, bro. I'm trying to concentrate what you're saying on that, but could you mention home girl at right back and that? Because I know who you're talking about, isn't it?
I've just had to go look at Taylor Hines,
isn't it? The one she's from Northampton, isn't it?
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah. I saw her at the parade, innit? And she's good food still. Anyway, yeah. Shit.
It's a smile, man. But anyway,
Naby's listen, bro, I'm just gonna lay it out with Naby, innit? Cause I told man this last season still. Nobody could give me definitive times when Naby impressed, man, and wild, man, and that. Like, I've never been excited for him to come on the pitch, innit? Like the person who's on the pitch needs to be dead for me to go, oh, Naby's coming on, get him on the pitch. He's disappointing me, man. And let's be honest, if we didn't like him as a person, it'd be way worse for him, bro. So because everyone likes him and he seems like is a quiet guy and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know about Naby, bro. Like, it's time to go, bro. Sad. It's what it is, bro.
It's just so annoying with him. He's
just... about it, man.
I don't have words to describe what Naby Keita does to me. It's just so. Man United season. We're getting told, he's the key, he's the difference maker, he's this, he's that, he's going to have such a good game for us. Man fell over on his walk, on his pre-game walk. Man fell over and was out for 3 months. I beg someone, I'm telling any or all Liverpool content creators, you will get something that bangs if you go and rank Naby Keita's top 5 injuries, because there's some doozies there. You've got the time when he missed the game because he had the air conditioning on the plane on his neck for 3 hours and he was a bit sore the next day. So man missed the game. You missed the game because you couldn't crack your neck. Are you mad? Like when he plays, he's actually all right. When he plays and he's on it, you're sitting there going, oh, there's a bit about him. But I get that 5 times a season, and it wouldn't matter if he cost £20 million. We broke our transfer record to go pay 51 million for Naby Keita just for him to be anonymous, just for him to now be behind a right winger playing centre mid in the pecking order. When is he going to play again? I don't know. The
troubling thing with Naby is that every time somebody mentions a good game from Naby, they always mention Man U first, bro. Every single time without fail, man, like, oh, the Man U game. Like, bro, Man U was shit, bro, and we battered them anyway, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
When people sit there and talk about Naby, they sit there and go, oh, yeah. What people go, what are your favourite Naby Keita moments? There's 3. There's United, the Chelsea goal when we won 5-3, and the Crystal Palace crease turn in his second game 6 years ago. Man is still holding on to a turn from 6 years ago.
That's it, bro. Because the best moment is that volley, bro.
We clown United fans for
Pogba. Or the first 20 minutes against Barcelona before he got injured.
Oh,
in 18-19. I'm just giving examples, innit? I'm giving examples. Don't shoot me. Hey, don't shoot me.
I've got a genuine question.
Was that against his own standards, or was that against the standards of just footballers in general? Because I feel like we started to give pointers on Naby against his own performances just to make it seem better. But
the only part I remember of Naby Keita, like, because I remember lockdown Keita in the back end of 1920, and I was like, oh, he's back, he's here, he's ready. And then the next season, when we had the major injury crisis, when we sat there going, well, we could do with midfielders now. Where did he go? He just disappeared. He came back for Real Madrid away, dropped a stinker, got hooked after 40, and didn't appear again.
That was terrible, bro. That Real Madrid thing it's madness. Because I don't even. Are you still DM? You know what I'm saying? What's months?
Nothing. Yeah, one more like till we hit 50 likes, we go. You know what I'm saying?
Get that, man. Get that.
If you knew, people. If you knew, you knew. But yeah, let me hit some of the comments. Show months you want more daytime streams by hitting the like button. Hey.
Yeah, big facts, man.
Hey, Solo said it best. Someone asked for you. That's big up Daz as well, by the way. Naby, a huge letdown not being available has been so frustrating. Daz, it's that, bro. It's good to hear from you, by the way, Daz. I hope you're good. I hope your family's good as well, my bro. Good to hear from you. Benfica away, Naby was mad. Nice. What's Hugo's channel? Bottom box. Hugo's channel. I will put that in the chat right now for you guys to go and subscribe. Don't worry, guys.
Big up.
I'll slap that in the chat. Big up Monty, Savage, and must say Top Red Tom. Don't take the piss. That's his Sam. Yeah, that's his Sam. He's pushing the agenda. Big up Gunben in the chat as well. He says something. Big up Gunben, bro. Good to see you. He kicked the grass and I was out. He said he kicked the grass and was out for time.
He has to come off at half time and get acknowledged in the fucking Carabao Cup because he kicked the ground.
Yeah, it's a joke thing. Who was worse, Naby or Pogba? No, Naby was worse.
No, Naby worse than Pogba, bro. That's even with the burying hyenas in Old Trafford and that, but we're still better than him.
No, I hear it.
The funniest thing is, bro, I've already DM'd most of them in it, but not for the same reason you have, bro. No, it's real talk, bro. Because I said I promised after the women's Euros and that, I'm gonna start trying to do more work for them and that, innit? So I'll try and get a couple of interviews and that, bro. There is a couple, you know what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Next topic I just wanted to gloss over was Zhao.
Guys laughing already.
Hey, I feel this is mad shameless, G. Zhao Gomez, bro. Zhao Gomez. What we thinking? Tom, what we thinking? What we saying?
I don't know. I didn't know he existed until an hour ago. I've pulled up his transfer market and he's got like 3 goals in his career. So it's probably more than Milner. He hasn't played for Brazil in the 20s. It's just, he exists, doesn't he? The only good thing is he's older than me. So I can still live in the false ideals that my dream is still there. It's bad now when I'm looking at players coming in and playing for the Liverpool squad that are 17. It's not great now. But he's 21. Who is he? I'm being told he plays.
Is it the one who plays for Flamengo?
I think, Flamengo. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's played attacking mid, centre mid, DM, left mid, right mid, centre back. He's probably played full back. We're just buying the Brazilian James Milner.
He's got techers, but that's all I know, bro. I don't know anything else about him. I've seen the techers he's got, but that's about it, man.
I don't know who man is.
No.
He's got to be fair though, his transfer market, he's got a good fade. He's got the source. He's got a good fade.
He's a DM, man. He's actually seen to be the successor to Fabinho. Actually, that's what is being said. And his profile, he's got a decent little profile on him. As I said, some of these unknown Brazilian man. Do you know what you can get from these unknown Brazilian man? You get one of two players. You either get a Alan Souza, who you never see play for the club because of the work permit thing and all that stuff. And you never see him, or you get a Philip Coutinho, or you get like a Martinelli, who the man come over from after having a few good spells from the favelas and that, and then they come over and they just do the mad thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's which one you're gonna get. So whenever I see a Brazilian, I know I'm either getting a gem or I'm getting a bum. G. Like, not even a bum, just a guy who's not gonna be able to play. You know what I'm saying? I remember the times of being linked to Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Barbosa. Didn't get neither of them. I was just hot.
True.
Them times. Remember Gabriel Barbosa?
Yeah, man.
Remember Alex Teixeira?
Yeah.
Alex Teixeira was the one.
Yeah.
That was the guy. Well, I was hearing Salah links and I was like, no, Teixeira. I don't want no Salah.
Yeah,
Teixeira
true.
guy's the guy. It's the guy. I don't want Salah. I want you there, Bron. That's the guy.
It's true, bro.
Bro, like, it's, at the time, bro.
We sent our director of football over to Ukraine to go sign Conor Plianka without even letting Conor Plianka know we wanted him. He just woke up on deadline day with Ian Ayre at his door going, do you want to sign for us? And he went, no. So Ian Ayre just got a free holiday to Ukraine for no reason.
That's some Adam Wingy thing, bro. You gotta let man know still.
Months, come on, Jamie, after that podcast. If I get the call up, I'm there. G.
No, months. I got permission to give you the call, bro. It's all good, man. Jump on Sunday, innit? Sunday. I'll send you the link for on Sunday. It's late though. It's like it's at 10 o'clock or 9 or 10.
If it's at 9, I can do it. Terrace. I'm on the terrace.
We'll just put the link in it because you can jump in whenever you feel like it, bro.
Yeah. All right, no worries. We'll sort something out.
Thiago.
Did Thiago?
Yeah, he did.
World Cup before.
He won thingy in it. World Cup 94. Italian 94, yeah, or USA 94. No, USA 94. That's right.
I think Thiago Alcantara.
Yeah, he said his dad though, didn't he? I think he said Thiago's dad.
Is that
Who knows?
His dad's Mazinho when he played for the Brazil 94 team and they won that World Cup. So
I said Barbosa was going to be good on FIFA. Don't kill me. United fan, Gomez. He's a class next to Milner. Big disrespect. What? United fan, Gomez. He's class next to Milner. Oh, he's next Milner. Big disrespect made on our preseason. Pirlo look good. Look good. Want him at United. He apparently wants the Paul move like Gilberto Silva, Arsenal. He wants the Liverpool move, by the way. The Gomez guy, innit? But
yeah, I've seen his comments. I've seen his comments a couple of days ago.
He looks quality from what I'm seeing. No, I don't believe, bro. It's hard. When you have to go do your homework on a play, you always got to take it with to take it with a pinch of salt. You just have to.
Yeah, I agree.
You have to, man.
I can't
There's a thing
watch,
though, innit? You can't.
I can't go watch
the
Libertadores comps. I can't go watch Cannonball Libertadores comps of Flamengo versus Atletico Mineiro. That's not going to give me a good enough idea of João Gomez.
Yeah,
if he's young and if he's cheap, then like, because I'm saying, innit, like you can't have it both ways. People will get these talents that none of us have heard of and start buoying it up, and everyone will be like, why don't Liverpool scouts ever do this? So you got to take the bullet sometimes, and you can always get money back off him, but we're the kings of that, bro. I don't know how much he's going to cut. What kind of money did they look for him? I don't know what it's like, but because if he's not expensive, then it's light work, bro.
Wait, did Pram just say Angel Gomez? Angel Gomez.
He played yesterday still in the England.
I've always rated Angel Gomez.
Now Angel Gomez is sick, bro. I don't know what man you were doing with him still, but
He's like Leo now.
yeah, Angel Gomez is good, bro. He's good. He's better than some of the Man U players that are there now. Still.
How about this? I said, boy, do you know? How about this? I said Angel Gomez is better than Ahmad. You know when Angel Gomez got sold,
he's better than him.
Ahmad got bought in.
Yeah.
Like I was like, yo, this Angel Gomez guy is hard.
Yeah, he is.
And then he just got sold for Ahmad, innit? And what's Ahmad doing? Cool.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad still.
Yeah, where is Cade Gordon? Is he back from injury? What's going on with Cade Gordon?
No, he's still injured.
I don't know. He's still injured, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
I seen him. I don't know if it was I don't know if I'm correct. I don't know if it's the Ajax game or whatever when it had the shot of some of the kids in the crowd, and I think he was there still. But yeah, I think he's injured still.
That is mad, you know. I'm not gonna lie, that's a bit crazy.
Why is Jordan Henderson releasing a book? Why is Jordan Henderson releasing a book?
Leave the captain alone, man.
As it stands this season, we've got as many book releases as league wins. We turn accident into Waterstones.
Tom, I'm tell you something though. The Pep book was amazing, bro. You know, like that. No, it's amazing, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
You did not buy it. Oh
yeah, no. I'm saying, bro. Plug the thing, bro. The book's amazing, bro. I didn't know how the season was gonna start, bro. The book got wrote last season. Allow me, man.
You see, I've been on Hassan's channel doing a little book club about that book because there are some certain things I'd like. I've got a notebook of my favourite Pep quotes from this.
The quotes were amazing, bro. Man said Naby's the best sub in the world, bro.
Man said, where are my quotes? He said stuff like Joe Gomez is the best centre back in the world. Curtis Jones is the best Pedri's the best young midfielder in Europe because Curtis Jones is part of Brexit, so isn't part of Europe. He said, some of the stuff he said. Where's me quotes now? Oh, I don't believe it. There they are. I had
no idea that this would rattle Tom like this, bro.
I have so much hatred about the fact that we've released 4 books in 4 years.
The book's amazing, bro. The book got bars in it, bro. This is like
he sit there. Right, so where was it? Character is number 1 and talent is number 2.
You can send me the link to your channel, by the way, so I can put it in the chat.
Send you what?
The link to your channel. The link to your channel. So.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Our identity was mediocrity. Jurgen Klopp doesn't understand the winning at all cost mentality. The most impressive moment of the Milan game was when Salah missed the penalty because the crowd were loud. Young players never let you down. If you don't like Tyler Morton, you don't like football. That's
facts though. If you don't like Tyler Morton,
that's a legitimate quote. Our throw-in performance versus Brentford was the best any team has ever produced. I couldn't wait till we were all together after the international break to discuss why our identity is intensity. Just ring them. Just drop them a text. You've got a WhatsApp group.
Tom, listen, bro. Listen.
Say those last two again. Say those last two again.
Our throwing performance versus Brentford was the best from any team ever. So it's 4-3. We won 4-3 against Brentford because we had the best throwing performance ever. Got the title now because our throw-ins were good that game.
Look how confused Monts looks, bro. There's context to that one, bro, because the season before, well, when we won the league, they said that we changed the throwing coach and to take quicker throw-ins and that.
We sent Pep Linders to go scout Isco in 2017. When were we going to buy Isco? Our Isco replacement ended up being Ox. How were they anywhere near the same player? Honestly, that book. I haven't even got to the good part. I can't wait to get to the Chelsea game when he manages it. I can't wait to see
I finished it. I have, bro. Good time.
Do you know what he reminds me of? I'm sure he's a lovely bloke. He just reminds me of a Dutch Ted Lasso. He's probably the way he speaks, the way he talks, the way he's bigging up everything. Everything's always boss. Like, no, you can't admit that we were crap. He was trying to come out and tell me that we were the better team in the first half against Chelsea at home. We should have been 3-0 down. Oh. Honestly, man. We've released 4 books. 4 books in 4 years. 4 books in 4 years and 1 title.
Those quotes are making me sick. No, real chat, they're making me sick.
I will say one thing in it. Tom's right here, but let's just be honest about one thing in it. If the season went a little bit different, because it was at the end of the season, and obviously anyone knows when you write a book and that, you already started writing the book. He wrote it as the season went along in it. If the season ended different and we didn't start this crap, nobody would care. Let's be honest, man. Nobody would care, bro. Nobody would be like, this book's trash, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, he wrote a book, Intensity, and we won 4 trophies, so let's be honest, bro. And once you wrote it and that, bro, made the money, bro. You know what I'm saying?
If we were winning it, I probably wouldn't be this. I wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I'd still. It's still one of the toughest reads I've had. It's still one of the most boring, mind-numbing books I've ever read. Yeah. The writing style is horrific, but I wouldn't be nitpicking everything. There are, even if we done the quad last season, we went invincible. I'm not letting my man get away with telling me that I don't like football if I don't like Tyler Moore.
Bro, everyone else is getting Amazon flipping documentaries, and we just get.
Yeah, Klopp ain't never allowing them Amazon man in the change room. You must be crazy.
Arsenal got all or nothing. Arsenal got all or nothing, and all we've got is
Nothing.
Andy Robertson's book, James Milner's book, Jordan Henderson's book, and Pep Linder's book. We're a library. We're a library.
I don't really know anymore. I'm honest. I don't really know. Like, so there's another guy I wanted to talk about, but his name eludes me. The Shakhtar winner that is constantly linked with Arsenal. What's his name?
Mudryk.
It's Mudryk. No, it's Mudryk.
Mudryk.
Donny with the long hair.
Mikhail Mudryk, yeah?
Yeah.
So whispers of us sniffing around the deal. Is that a deal you reckon we can hijack?
No.
Would you? But he's serious though. Let's just get this straight.
I would do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat. We need a winger. Paul Mo Salah's got no depth. Paul Mo Salah's to play every game.
Does anyone know?
He's
anyone know the funds?
The what?
Like they want 50 million.
50 million?
Yeah, I reckon it's around 50 M.
I suppose money ain't even an option in it, but the thing is, like, inflation's happened now, isn't it? So
do you know what's mad though? Do you want to know what's quite funny? Like, do you know the most amount of goals he scored? Two.
6. 2.
Yes.
Like, domestically.
Goal scored and winger, man.
Is he?
I'm all right with it. Man.
No. It's funny because like it's with the Mudryk thing is like you can see he passes the eye test with flying colours, but on paper you look at his numbers and think, wait, what's what happened, pal? But you look at him play, watch him in the champs, especially. Yo, this he's way too good.
What's his assist like?
In game or like on paper?
Man said in game. Yeah,
like because they're not very. The numbers overall not very good in it. Like man's numbers, his numbers are crap in it. His numbers are arse. His numbers are cheeks. Let's just not beat around the bush. His numbers are flipping cheeks. His numbers are cheeks. That's why I say in game.
It's fine. It's fine, man. I've seen him play, and it looks good enough for me to play for Liverpool, bro. So the numbers will come at Liverpool. You can't really.
I just don't care. I just want a winger. Paul Mo Salah's not depth for 4 years.
I don't know. Like.
He's smiling a lot as well.
Who does he play over though? He's more of a left winger, isn't it? Like who does he play over?
I don't even know. Just buy a right winger.
Do you know what? Now that Jota's back, and let's be real. Now that Jota, Thiago, and Matip, they stay fit, can we go on a run of games, a run of wins?
Yeah. Especially if Jota's fit. So I made a point before the season started, and it wasn't even being like jokes aside, and I wasn't joking about Nunez then, and I don't anyway. But I was saying that because of the price tag, everybody keeps saying that obviously he's got to come into Liverpool start. Sometimes you have to step back and go, listen. First of all, it ain't my money. I don't know how it is. Whatever the club wants for him is what they got for him. But I'm like, they decide that sometimes on Jota's build-up player and that, but he was banging in the goal. So why would he be dropped from the squad apart from being injured? I would just start him over him and give Nunez something to work towards and that. Someone young like that who ain't done much in his career yet, you just bring him into a Liverpool squad and put him up front. Bro, imagine, who is he to just go up front like that, bro? It's not that kind of player, bro. Put Jota in and that, bro. Make him have to work for it and that. You get me? Jota comes off 60th minute and that. You put Nunez on. Let him work for it, bro.
Nunez isn't Nunez needs to be made our new Origi. Come on, last 20 minutes, cause some habit. That's it.
How are we making an £85 million signing on new Origi?
Bro, we gotta get our assets somewhere. We gotta protect our assets. Yeah. We gotta protect our assets, bro.
It might work out better still because if you do that, the difference is that Klopp didn't want to play Origi most of the time. He will play Nunez every game towards the end of the game, and then obviously you prove yourself from that spot. He seemed like they'll start him, innit?
The only way I see Nunez working is if you give him 5-6 games in a row to start with.
I agree.
So it's either he adapts to the team or the team adapts to him. But get the 20 minutes off the bench.
Give him all the cup games.
We lose or draw 5-6 games to get this guy going. Is that what
I
you
don't.
mean?
I don't think we lose them or.
I don't think we'll lose them either, bro. I think
because even if it's not going well, you just bring Jota on, and he will bail you out in at least one of them games. But it's just the only way Nunez will
we
get
win
used
one
to
in the
this
five.
team.
We win 1 or 2, so we get 7 points out of 15 to accommodate for you.
No, I reckon at minimum we'd end up with 12. We'd win 4 of them purely by virtue of Thiago and Mata.
We have 3 draws.
Yeah, that's fine. We didn't have
we
Thiago
need
and Mata.
Nunez to not get involved so much. If we're honest, bro, it's early in the Liverpool career, and that the system isn't exactly the same as it was last season. Anyway,
No, I'm not hearing this about he needs quality service. He got quality service in that Palace game, G. He just needs to
stay in the box, bro. That's what I would do with him. I would tell him stop trying to get involved so much. Have you seen no disrespect, because I think Haaland's an absolute killer in it. But have you seen what happens when he tries to get involved, bro? He don't look pretty, bro. Just stop. Exactly. So that's with Nunez. Is like we've all played football, bro. Especially if you play up front, if you're not getting any of the ball or the game's not going the way you want it, you start trying to get involved in stuff. I think it might have been the Everton game, where the best things he was doing weren't nothing to do with in the box. He was tracking back and tackling people by the court. I'm like, bro, you don't need to be there. You don't need to come this deep, bro. That's the problem. What was having with Bobby in the first couple of games of the season, and that he was dropping so deep, like against Man U, and that he was on the centre circle. There's no number 9 up there, bro. Just be the number 9, and you'll get confidence from scoring goals. And
Latimus keeps saying all this. Latimus always says play to Nunez's strengths, but that's not to Salah's strengths. So
yeah, and Salah's proven on what he can do in it. So
yeah, the same people criticize Jota's around game last season want Nunez to start. Not me.
Yeah, not me. I just said I wanted
Jota to start. You man know my opinion on Nunez, bro. And I apologize for my sayings on Jota, because you know what? I thought Liverpool was so good. That someone who can just score goals, we're too good for that. But we're not too good for that. We're in the mud. Jota, I need you. And I've apologized. Do you want me to apologize again? I'll apologize again for the people who weren't there many a time. Man, need to understand, like, I'm just saying, I always said with Jota as well, he can play bare games against slightly smaller teams, but when against the Man Cities and that, no.
We were at the Terrace Studio to watch the City game, weren't we? And me and you had a debate about whether Jota should be playing. Because you said his link-up play isn't good enough. I was like, he scored. He's done his job. Just don't pass the ball to him.
But my thing is, like, as soon as he scored, he got subbed off. So there's I wasn't completely wrong in what I was saying. Like, as soon as he got his goal,
he scored in like the 13th minute.
No, I'm saying he scored and he came off at half time. He came off at half time.
Did he?
He came off at half time.
Was that the Man City game? There was a game where Klopp was already bringing him off. He scored and then Klopp still took him off.
Oh, was he already bringing him off there before?
Yeah, he was already bringing him off. But the ball didn't go out of play in it. Then he scored, and then everyone was like, as if he still took him off. Klopp's a G.
But my thing was with Jota anyway, is that we weren't able to get a foothold in that City game because Jota's link-up play wasn't good enough. Yeah, he scored the goal. We was in the flipping mud. And he got. I just think against City, Jota ain't really the guy to be playing. But now we don't even have a choice. We don't have a choice now. Like, it's not like we can choose between Jota. We can choose between Mane up top. We got options. We don't have no fucking options. Yeah, we're in the mud and we are tight. And as I said, Jota now, I'm more appreciative of guys who can just score goals and are good in the air. Because Nunez is not one of those guys that just scores in the air, by the way, or great in the box. Nunez has still been fluffing his lines bears when it comes to finishing. And that's the only thing, man, I'm telling me he's good at.
The goals when he scored for Benfica, from what I saw anyway, he used to pick up the ball on the left side and run with it. And that's where all his goals came from. I'm talking about like
anyone with a high line, he'll look okay against. We played such a high line. We isolated him 1-on-1 every time. He gave Konate problems. Yes, he did. But like, come on, man. Sorry, what was you gonna say, Tom?
Go on, Tom.
We don't. The thing is with I don't think Nunez is a good. I think the best finisher in the squad is Jota. I'll sit there and say I don't think Diaz is a good finisher. I don't think Nunez is a good finisher. Bobby Firmino definitely isn't a good finisher, and I don't necessarily think Salah's a great finisher. They all fluff a lot of chances in games. The thing is with Nunez, what we have the issue with now is the man wants to go out to the left when he's not getting the ball. That pushes Diaz inside. Luis Diaz in the middle is garbage. utter garbage. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where he is. He's lost. So you either force Nunez, you almost shackle him. Say you are not allowed to go to the left side of the pitch. Otherwise, you kill off all our left side attacks. Or you go Nunez and Jota. Because Jota, if he gets pushed into the middle, still has a bit about him to, last as a striker and hold up the play and try and link up. I don't think Diaz does that as well. Or you just go 4-4-2 and just play long ball and hope Nunez flicks some on for Jota.
Can we make it clear as well that when we say Jota's link-up play stinks, this was when Liverpool as a whole team were very technical. Van Dijk playing out of his skin. Matip, hella technical. You don't even want to know about the ball at Matip's feet. Alisson, tech man. Trent, Tech is his middle name. Andy Robertson, maybe not technical on his bit, but he does everything else really well apart from shooting. You know what I'm saying? Fabinho, tech man. Thiago, tech man. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the front three speaks for itself. Tech man. So, Firmino, tech man. The man on the bench, tech man. So, when I was talking about Jota not being a tech man, I'm just talking about not being on the technical levels.
Yeah. I knew.
Everyone else in the team. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, because at Wolves, Jota looked semi-technical. Because, you know what I mean? But at Liverpool...
Yeah.
So, that's what I meant. Now, especially when Jota played against Ajax, his technical ability seemed to be a lot.
He was good in that. Yeah.
He was good on the ball. So, and we always said if Jota could take care of the ball a little bit more, the passing can get a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. Because for me, Jota's a better goal scorer than Nunez. He's better with his head, he's better in the box, and he's better with his weaker foot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, for me, it's not even just about, you both said, you're cussing Jota for the same reason you're cussing Nunez. No, bro. Jota's still a better footballer than Nunez, and he's a better finisher at this moment in time for what I've seen in Liverpool faithful, bro. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Keep smashing the light, people, by the way. But yeah, go on. What are you going to say about that?
I think there's a lot of variables in the squad that need to fix up in it, and for Nunez and that, the stuff that you can see straight off the bat, like we're not blind in it, and then there's some stuff where I'm like, it will require time and it would require the team to play a little bit better to see how good he actually is with certain things, especially just the standard finishing and that. Because I think that from the right hand side of the pitch, there's no variation in like the crossing and that, bro. It's just the same. It's the same. Like, and before, people were moaning at Henderson for doing it, like spamming the crosses. Usually, he only started doing that when people put a low block against us when they were winning the game, and then he had no ideas and stepped hitting it to the back post. And we could always count on Trent to have the variation in passing. Trent has no variation in passing, crossing from there now. It's the same. This geezer never overlaps, bro. Ever. So then him and Salah were just standing next to each other the whole time, getting in each other's way, bro. Like, run. That's the one thing I'll say about Harvey, bro. He always tries to overlap and that. But Trent, just vary it, the passing.
Like, when Harvey does that, it does fuck up Mo Salah's thing. Tom, you were saying something about that. I remember you brought that quite early on, and you were saying that Harvey, as good as he's been, looks like a little bit of a
what happens with that right answer? Someone has to facilitate. You can't have. You've got three people who want to cut inside. Someone has to sacrifice their game and go stand out wide to spread the defense, to stretch it out and create the gaps between the lines. What happened? Trent's not doing that because he starts too deep and won't overlap.
Yeah.
Harvey Elliott isn't doing it because when he receives the ball, he's straight away turning to the inside to see what he can do for a pass. So Salah has to go out wide to facilitate. Otherwise, all that would happen is the pitch gets crunched to the left-hand side and we don't get out. So what needs to happen is you need to tell Harvey, you go stand on touchline, you go be a touchline winger. You make sure you get chalk on your boots in every game. And then there will still be opportunities where you can rotate and come in. We're not just saying you stick out there for 90 minutes. There'll be situations where Salah will go out there because that's where the space is, and then you run in. What's happening is we're forcing Salah out there consistently, and he's not getting in the right spots for us to do what he does best. We've paid someone 350 grand a week, broke the wage structure, and are now making him facilitate.
Yeah, you're right, because that's one thing I can't do with.
Do you know how criminal that is? Do you actually know how criminal that is?
That's crazy, bro.
That is, wait, no, Tom, say that one more time. Because when you say it out loud, we know this, but when you say it out loud, it sounds worse. Say it one more time.
We broke the wage structure and paid someone 350 grand a week to facilitate for Nunez and Diaz and Elliott.
It's weird. The weirdest thing about that is Salah sounded like he was happy with it as well, bro. When I watched him in that Sky Sports interview,
Bro,
before
that's
the,
him doing the humble thing. That's him doing the humble thing. He's punching his pillows at night, bro. He's boxing his pillows, bro. He's punching. He's swinging at air. When he gets home, he's swinging at the air. He's swinging.
All you need to do is watch him. When we're on attack, it dies off. Just watch him. You see my man jump around, arms going up in the air, hands on the back of his head, moaning because he should not be where he is. He is a
I need Salah a bit more aggressive, to be fair. Anyway, man.
He's a 3-time Premier League Golden Boot winner, 2-time PFA Player of the Year winner, most goals in a single Premier League season, our top goal scorer every single season he's been at the club, and now we're telling him you're our third option for scoring goals. You went from first option to third option. You're now behind Luis Diaz and Darwin Nunez or Diogo Jota. That's not how it should go.
I agree, man. But because that is down to the coaching. I do want Salah to take some ownership of it as well, though. It's no excuse to. There's no excuse to play shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when Salah's not in the game, it's like having 10 men, bro. It's not rubbish. You just can't tell he's there, man. You're 100% right with what you said, though. But I needed to be more aggressive, bro. Every time I see when he misses chances in that now, bro, everything's just like laughing and that, bro, smiling, happy and that, bro. It's like he's got no stress in life, bro. I need you to have a bit more fight behind it as well, man. Because I know him seeing Haaland scoring every week is definitely pissing him off, bro. Definitely.
He hasn't helped himself. He should have scored against Bournemouth. How he didn't score against Bournemouth, I won't know.
That's tragic,
but
bro.
There's also like the Bobby Firmino right now. We've done Bobby Firmino for 7 years now. It's old. It's done. Teams know just to not follow him. Just let him stand in their half, just a little bit away from the penalty area. It's fine. Firmino used to work so well because he'd drag centre backs away. You'd see him pull a centre back, and then you'd see Mane or Salah go into that space. Now teams are just going, well, we're just going to stand here. If he gets the ball and scores a worldie, shit happens. But he's not going to do that. So
I love Bobby.
Cover it off. So
I love Bobby, but he plays like he's got ankle weights on.
I beg, have you man seen the photo of his average position? Have you seen the photos of average positions against United? He's playing a double pivot with Hendo.
Every time he runs in that, it looks like his feet are too heavy. So when he has a shot on that, it's like the softest shot, bro. Like when I was younger and that, and I was trying to like make as a footballer and I was in the academy, that's what I used to do in it. I used to train with ankle weights on that way. When I hit the ball, I had bare power in my shots in it. But he is like, he's not took them off. So when he shoots, if he shoots from outside the box, I know it's not going in.
You got pillows for feet.
Yeah.
He came out of Bournemouth with 5 goal contributions. He came out of Bournemouth with 5 goal contributions. One of them was I'll give him his first goal was a decent goal. His second one was a no-look tap-in, which everyone loved.
Legend.
And then his assist. The second one he didn't mean. The third one was a worldie off Trent. And what was his first one? The first one was a decent little cross. Actually, Trent should be taking notes. That's another thing. Our crossing this season has been shit. So why do we insist on it? Why do we insist on crossing the ball when A, you've got no one in the box to cross to, and B, your crosses can't do it?
Bro, there's one cross what we do, yeah. I can't remember what game it was. It was whatever game Shimikas came on. And like it was like him and Trent were crossing the ball to each other. It was like Trent will cross it and he'll go to the corner flag. And then Shimikas will cross it, go back to that corner flag, man.
Who was it again? He came on for the last 20 against Crystal Palace. And everyone sat there in a group chat going, oh, this is it. Look at the chance that we're going to create. He had 4 free kicks in the exact same position and put all of them out for goal kicks. Our crossing this season has been mud. Every single season, we come out with a stat. It comes to January and you'll see BT Sports, Sky Sports, they put up a little stat halfway through the game. Most goals from corners, and we're always at the top. And I'm sat there going, that's fucking bullshit. We do not score corners. What happens is they don't clear the first man when Robertson takes them 99% of the time. And when Trent takes them, they clear the box.
Do you know what the difference is? I think with the corners, is we do better with in-swingers. The second we stopped scoring corners when we started slamming the outswingers. When we do in-swingers, the only thing that's longer is that the wing backs have to swap sides to do the in-swinger. So they have to go all the way across. I mean, it leaves us susceptible to the counter. But what I would say is that against Ajax, did you not see how we won every single header from every single corner?
Yeah.
Like the centre back should have at least tried to break in. No. That's what I'm saying. But that's my point. people were saying, like, obviously, I think we was gonna score eventually from a corner because these guys are Ajax. They just didn't want to head the ball that game. Yeah,
they took their two centre mids on our two centre backs.
Them man had Jimmy Bullard in goal, bro, moving mad, bro.
They had Blind on flipping Van Dijk and that. But why does it take 8-9 corners with 3 headers to go and score a header?
Bro,
like BVD is colossal in the air, but I think they even said this when he first came in. This guy should score way more headers than he actually does, like way more headers. You know what I'm saying?
That season where Skrtel bagged like 8. That's what Van Dijk should be doing on a regular, if not more.
But Van Dijk has like the prettiest hair in football, bro. Skrtel will put his head for a brick wall. Like, you can't mess up Virgil van Dijk's waves. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Skrtel will play with a head like bandage and a cut scar going down. He'll be mid bleeding and he'll put his head for a brick wall.
You see how shit Skrtel got when he got his hair back? He was fresh, bro. He turned up one day with a crop and that, bro, with the Caesar fade, and I was like, nah, he's shit now, man.
If I say the Caesar fade, you're taking the fucking piss.
You know the GTA thing where the barber just cuts a bald man's hair and he gets hair, bro. This mad, bro. This is.
Let me hit somebody's.
All it proves, man was skinhead by choice. It weren't just it weren't like he didn't have a choice.
On an R. Kelly thing, innit? Like Konchesky, bro, just came back with her.
Oh,
Konchesky and Skrtel do not deserve it. Konchesky was just bald, not by choice, just like naturally he was just ugly as fuck.
Let me hit the comments, by the way. You know, we're on 59 likes. Let's at least get to 65. The end of the video is coming quite close. So make sure we smash the like button. In fact, you know what? I'm saying 70 likes, 11 likes. I'm saying 70 is the target for today. I know I'm not going to take my hat off.
How many people are in? How many people are in the chat?
58. It was about 64.
Yeah, man, like up the thing, bro. Get your missus to like it as well, you know, like that.
You know what I'm saying? All of them things there. But get on the burner. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Creating 1-2 chances for 9-8 enough. Uruguay playing at 5 p.m. UK time. Twitter going to be watching to make a fair combo of Nunez. 100%.
It's going to be the most watched Uruguay match of all time, bro.
Does Nunez start against Brighton? Boy, I hope Adam Lallana gets in his feelings again and just lets us win 10-0. Everyone cussing Jota for the same reasons. I don't know. We've got past that. You know what? I wouldn't mind the Darwin Nunez winner against Arsenal, though. I wouldn't mind that. That would be quite. That'd be
perfect, bro.
That'd be cheeky. And then he can not play again for 10 games. That's fine. That's fine. But then again, it's Arsenal, so Jota has to play. Like, Jota has to play. Like, you know what? I guess Jota has to play. Big up, guys. 63 likes, 7 more likes to go. What are your thoughts on Curtis Jones? Just as I like Alanga, fellow fans hate him. I'm like crap. Maybe I'm overrating him. Curtis Jones does. I would say splits the fan base. I think most of the fan base ran out of time with him. He does have his supporters, but I think Liverpool fans have kind of run out of patience with him. When we're not, again, where I was running out of patience with certain man, I've come to realize Liverpool, where we are right now, we don't have the right to call patience. We can't call the patience card. We're shit right now. We can't call the patience card. It's not like we're chasing City down and we're competing for another quad, so we ain't got no time to be doing embedding. No, bro. We're not doing any of that right now. Big up Latimus. They just need to cross the Nunez. We do cross the Nunez. He heads it downwards and he skies it, bro. We know. We created bad chances for him against Palace at Anfield. I'm not hearing that.
His 2 best chances came from 2 crosses. One was like a little dink over from like the middle of the box, which was effectively a cross, and the other was a cross. He's managed to knock one into the Anfield Road end and scuff it so badly it's nearly a Joaquin Anderson own goal.
Honestly, I'm not hearing it. I'm not saying he can't come good, but right now it's not a Nunez thing. Like I'm you know me, I'm very strong with it, even though like it might be a thing where I'm just very strong with it. Like, no, this guy's shit. Yeah. I'll still celebrate when he scores. So fuck all of you lot that think I'm saying I'll still celebrate when he scores. We're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I can think a man's not good enough and celebrate. You think Arsenal fans were celebrating every one of Lacaz's penalties? Allow me. Injury has hit him, but people forget on fire he was. How on fire he was when he played. Anthony saying about Jota. No, 100%. Gio saying you man are stressed. Yes, we are stressed, bro, because we're used to winning. We need Hendo back. I think. Big up Jamie Phillips, by the way. We need Hendo back. I think we'll play in the midfield free with Thiago and Fabinho. Will give us better balance, and Salah would look better for it. So I'll let you answer that.
I would change system. I don't think. The issue what we need to do is just All you need to do is just let Fabinho cover Trent. Fabinho played right back for 4 fucking years. Just let Fabinho cover Trent. Go with Thiago in a double pivot alongside him. Free Trent up, and then go for 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1. Jordan Henderson at right centre mid. Defensively, probably does give you a little bit more cover than Elliott. In fact, no, he does use Harvey Elliott's a right winger playing centre mid. But the issue is when we're trying to attack down the right hand side. Remember, I was going on about the facilitating. Yes, Salah gets freed up, but all that happens then is our facilitator can't facilitate well. He can't pass the ball well enough. He can't dribble well enough.
Yeah, because Jamie's point is too with Klopp, because he expects Klopp to keep the same system, and if Klopp keeps the 4-3-3, he's right. Hendo's better in that spot.
4-3-3.
Trent needs babysitting pretty much. That's what he means.
Yeah. If we're going to keep 4-3-3, which we're going to do, Hendo is the best of a bad bunch because I'm not. Naby Keita is who I'd go for personally because I think you do lose a little bit defensively, but not massively, and you gain a lot attacking wise. But right now, he's the best of a bad bunch at right centre mid. We just need a right centre mid in the market, which is why the summer was so annoying, and which is also why I think we're putting even more pressure on Bellingham. If we get him, not only would we become the second most expensive teenager in football history,
man like Jude, you know, that's my guy.
The man is tasked with being the answer to all of Liverpool's midfield problems. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. I rate him. I think he's got the potential to be one of the best in the world, if not the best.
I agree.
But putting all that pressure on a 19-year-old when he's going to be dealing like it's a recipe for failure, and it's not what we need.
Hey, Jude's a 30-year-old trapped into a 19-year-old's body still. Don't worry about that, man.
Just to clarify, Solo, Shannon, to think you signed Nunez and we're putting him in the same conversation as Haaland. We weren't. Maybe some idiots, but not me. Not me.
Yeah, he's right. There was a lot of Liverpool fans saying that they were trying to put him in. They weren't saying he's better than Haaland, but they were trying to talk about.
It was never that. It was never ever that.
No, Haaland's a machine, bro. This kid's not real, bro. It's a Terminator. Bro.
Big up Tariq. He says even with Hendo, we ain't good enough. Hendo doesn't have the leg step to cover and doesn't offer nothing attacking going forward. Gosh, Mont's question for Tom: is it worrying that Alisson gets more touches than Salah?
No, I mean, sort of. I mean, when you look at our touch map, even last season, so many games, it would be fucking Van Dijk and whoever partnered them having the most touches by a country mile because we go through fucking spells in games where it's Van Dijk, Matip, Van Dijk, Matip, Van Dijk, Matip, Fabinho, Matip, Van Dijk, Matip, Van Dijk. Robertson, no, I'm going back because I can't get it, so it's Van Dijk, Matip, Van Dijk, Matip.
And then Van Dijk hits the long ball to Salah.
Yeah, and then we create something off his 3 touches. Yeah. He controls it, does a little dribble and crosses, and then we create a chance. But he only gets 3 touches, whereas Van Dijk's ended up with 8 from that move because we're so passive at times.
Alisson might be the coolest goalkeeper I've seen in my life, though. This geezer, bro, he will pass the ball when there's the tightest spot. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And he makes every time, bro. He's a G with that.
Yeah. I
used
remember,
to give me a heart attack, and I'm used to it now.
I was at the Arsenal game when we won 4-0. But Loris Karius nearly Cruyff turned into Danny Welbeck to make it like 2-1 at the time. Alisson Becker in his first Anfield game rocked up and dinked it over the player. Just a little chip over, touch it back down around him. Like that was when you knew. Karius
is hench now though, so I'm not running my mouth about my man. He's a G.
Karius is at Newcastle now, isn't he? So
that Newcastle bodybuilding standard and that.
You just know what's happening at St James's Park, don't you?
You just have modelling that, man.
You just know what's happening when we rock up at St James's Park. Nick Pope pulling out of the game before and
Karius is a mad one still.
Oh,
it's written in the stars. It's written in the stars.
Is he on loan though? Isn't he on loan?
No, he signed.
He signed for them.
He was a free agent. We finally got rid of him, and then he ended up.
I'm telling you, bro, these kids have been hitting the gym. Him and Fernando Torres look like a tag team now, bro. Let's be honest, up, bro. These men are hench, bro.
What else was the forecast to do? He wasn't getting played.
Nah, bro. I felt bad for him, man. His missus left him after the Champions League match. And it's Miss Deep stuff.
Yeah. Did his missus actually leave him?
Yeah, because his missus was the girl off Made in Chelsea, innit? And after like Liverpool fans were sending him messages and that, she dumped him, bro.
That's mad.
That's mad still.
That is crazy. Hey, after God for women, that is mad.
Yeah.
After God
Won
came
her
back.
anyway, but she didn't make it to season 4, the dickhead, so she ain't got no
Yeah.
career either, like that.
Yeah, she can dust out still. That's
Mhm.
dusted. I can't lie. Big up my guy Karius, man. Sorry I had to be you, bro. I'm going. That was sincere. That was sincere.
Man, them said he had a concussion and that, and then we played Tranmere in pre-season. They did the same thing, bro. But like the concussion lasts this long, bro. What I want for this season, bro?
I can't lie. It's a bit tapped for his career though. How it took so many years of a young promising keeper. One like horrific game in the biggest game.
Do you know how bad that Tranmere game was? Man had Connor Jennings.
He was
walking
mad,
up
bro.
to him. Man had a Tranmere Rovers striker walking up to him going, "You're shit."
Nah, bro.
What was it?
Karius got CTE, bro. I'm telling you,
that
bro.
pre-season game, he dropped it, didn't he? He dropped it, and the striker nicked in, touched it. And as he was walking back, he walked past Karius and went, "Fuck me, you're shit." And walked back. Do you know how deep that is? Man's got a League 2 footballer chatting shit about him, and he had nothing to do. He couldn't come back with anything.
Nah.
I'm telling you, bro. He's got CTE, bro. You man think I'm joking on that, bro. I watched him in the German league before we brought him in. He got goalkeeper of the season, bro. Bruv, this geezer lost his damn. Bruv, when he rolled the ball to Benzema in the Champions League final, I said there's something wrong with this guy, bro. Because he rolled it to him, bro.
It was the Bale one.
Bale force on that, bro.
He's clapped his hands together instead of catching the ball.
Mad. He looked broken still. He looked like there's nowhere to hide in it.
Besiktas as well. When he went there, and everyone was like, "Oh well, he'll sort himself out in Turkey." The goals that got scored on him in Turkey were mental. He's had some proper clangers in Turkey.
Klopp looked pissed, bro. After that Champions League final, Klopp looked so pissed, bro. Normally you try to defend, man, innit? Bro, you could tell he weren't on it. Then he was like, "Listen, just allow me, bro."
Yeah, no, he was not on it. Like, do you know what's mad as well? Like, you feel sorry for him as an individual, but then it's just like, as a football fan,
you're like me, bro. As an individual, I feel bad for a minute because but when it comes to like people sending death threats and that over football, that's stupid, isn't it? But in football, pants, bro. And I don't know what happened.
Do you know what was the worst part about that though? Was because we were and on over Alisson and Wood, Karius be back and everything. Do you remember the articles coming out just before the season of Danny Ward getting his chances Liverpool's number one?
Yeah.
Danny Ward,
shit at Leicester, bro.
And he's worse than Karius, bro. He's
stinking it up at Leicester, bro.
Yeah, he is horrific. You know what I'm saying? What was I gonna say? This comment here, before we buy Jude, we need to buy 2, 3, 50 to 70 mil midfielders. I think that would be money better spent. I mean, you're asking Liverpool to spend 50 to 70 on a few midfielders.
It's a good message here because this seems to be the narrative going around in it, and he's right in a way. Because some people are pretty much saying you buy 2 or 3 midfielders or just Jude on it. The problem you have is what, bro? If Jude goes to another English team, it's problems, bro. Forget your 2 or 3 players, it's problems, bro.
We'll spend 4 years working on Jude Bellingham and this transfer just for him to go to City in like 2 months. Could you imagine how shit?
City might just be like, "Listen, Calvin Phillips, your knees don't work, big man. We brought you, and you
what's
can't."
Gonna happen is we're gonna miss out on Bellingham. We're gonna offer Harvey Elliott a new contract.
That'd be his 3rd new contract.
And then Bellingham's gonna go to Man U.
I think my favorite there's so many peak stories from this window. You've got the Liverpool ringing up Brighton on the final day of the window, the final hour of the window, and going, "Can we have Caicedo?" And being shocked when Brighton said, "No, there's no time. We can't get a replacement." But also the idea that Nunez, we passed on Nunez this window because we'll just buy him next year. Like, he's going to be double the price. What is the point? Honestly, man.
I don't know. But guys, before I just head through some of the comments, and last thing is Arthur. Obviously, he's hired a nutritionist, like a personal psychiatrist. Obviously, played 2 games for the under-21s, wants to get back to regular football. When I looked, now that's all good and great, but when I looked at his statistics, he actually played 22 games last season. I'm not saying it's 22 starts, but at Juventus, he played 22 games, bro.
Yeah, they were bringing him up. They were bringing him on the pitch in some meaty games, bro. I don't know what was going on there.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's a hard one for him because I can only go based off what talent I've seen of him previously. Juve is a myth. Before that, he was good, but it's still a while ago now. I think
So-
he'll be better than what we've got, though.
Has he just been brought in to shut people up and keep us waiting game after game to see if he actually plays, and he just never ends up playing?
It's the weirdest shot. We were
Kind
told.
of. I think I agree with you.
Through that last week, we were told we wanted like Conrad Lima, Dennis Zakaria, Moises Caicedo, all these, for lack of a better term, battling midfielders. They've got legs, they run round, maybe lack a little bit technically, but they make up for that with their defensive work rate and everything. And then on deadline day, we rock up with the complete antithesis of them, man. We rock up with a Thiago backup who hasn't played a game in 4 months. He did. I don't even know if he played in pre-season. Hasn't played the game since April. And by what people are saying who watch the kids, he won't be match sharp. He won't be match fit till the new year. So we're basically paying. It just confused me. It just confuses me.
Like, the only good things I've heard about him is his attitude. I haven't heard anything about his actual talent sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? And it's mad because this guy was a credited Brazilian international playing for Barcelona.
Man was talked about as the Xavi heir at Barca, the heir to Xavi's throne.
He's a great pass with the ball in that, man. But I don't know, man.
Now he's getting subbed off for Jay Spearing at under 21 level. The fall, man. The fall.
But he keeps saying that people are saying, like he's doing all this stuff to get in Klopp's good books, like he's been put in the bad books.
It's because of them stupid articles and that saying that Klopp wanted to send him back. I don't know why people believe all that stuff, man. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. There was a comment here, I'm just trying to find it it's about Darwin Nunez. Someone said that Nunez is better as a left inside forward. He was never really a great out and out striker. It was a left.
That's what I said to you earlier. Everything comes from the left with him. Everything comes from the left with him. Go look. I think I brought it up on Jamie's channel. I got his heat map from Benfica. Everything comes from the left side, man. All the finishes left side. There was a few from the right and then a couple in the middle on that, but left side, bro.
Their lineups, come on. Apparently he's playing left wing for them.
Yeah, see, that's it's normal.
We are fucking shit. Sorry, guys. How many likes are we on? I think we're nearly on 75 likes. So Arthur, do you reckon he gets any sort of game time before January or something like that?
No.
Yeah, I think
he might get minutes off the bench, but he doesn't start a game before January.
I think he does. Because we're on the League Cup and FA Cup and that, innit? He's injured still, isn't he?
Well, before January, we only got one League Cup game and no FA Cup.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So that's why I don't see him starting a game.
Problem
if we had some crap teams in the League Cup, if we had the third and fourth round, he'd start them. But we've only got the third round on November 7th.
Is that the Derby?
Yeah.
Can you man imagine being like a 16-year-old you playing up age in front of under 21s and then coming up against Arthur Melo?
It's mad, isn't it?
And Jay Spearing.
Now, the thing with Jay Spearing and that, he doesn't even look like he's taking care of himself that much. He looks mad old in that Liverpool kit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're saying that like he looked good when he was young. He just looks wrinkly now. He's still just as ugly. He just looks a bit more tanned and wrinkly.
Did Jay Spearing go to Bolton?
Tranmere. I think he went to.
For some reason, I feel like I seen him in a Bolton kit back in the day, but I can't remember. Man.
He's been to Blackpool, Tranmere. I think he did end up at Bolton at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, should we go have a nice little trip down memory lane of Jay Spearing's fantastic career?
I feel like he played for Big Sam or someone like that.
He did. He played for Bolton in 2012, 2013.
Yeah, I thought so.
He's played for Liverpool, Leicester, Bolton. Then he signed for Bolton permanently for 4 years.
Yeah.
Then he went to Blackburn on loan while at Bolton. Then went to Blackpool for 3 years, Tranmere for 2 years, and is back at Liverpool.
That's craziness, bro. Absolute craziness, bro. I don't know about this guy, man. Trying to stay optimistic about Liverpool on that, man, but
doing stuff like this, isn't it? It's like, how about this? City went and got Calvin Phillips. We went and appointed. We got an Arthur Melo that hasn't played football in a year, proper football in a year, and we also got Jay Spearing in and playing him in the under 21s.
They brought fingers well at the back in it, Akanji. Bro, this City team, bro, they are mad.
Do you know the maddest thing about Jay Spearing? That man has started an FA Cup final. He started the FA Cup final against Chelsea.
Yeah, they were dark times, man. They were dark times, bro.
We had a midfield four that day of, I think it was Maxi Rodriguez on the right, who I felt sorry for. Jordan Henderson, Jay Spearing, Stuart Downer.
Brexit midfield, bro.
Yeah.
Brexit midfield, unseasoned, everything, bro.
We are going to watch this off in a second. Big up Solo MCFC with another £5 donation. Really appreciate you. Just make sure you have all hit that like button. We have hit our target of 75 likes today. Make sure you are watching this back. Big up the chat. You guys have been brilliant today. Sorry if we didn't read out too many of the comments at the very end of the show, just because we were really getting into it. But listen, you guys have been brilliant today. You're the reason why we do it. I do love the daytime shows. Honestly, the daytime shows just bang off all the time. I hope to do more as soon as I get the time as well. Big up Spurs Talks as well. Good to see you in here. Big up Noah. Big up Spursy Mikel.
It's mad with daytime streams and that, bro. Because I always forget that like everyone's fan base is all over the world. So because I've always got England in my head, because I've got time sometimes, innit? Because when I'm doing personal training, I'm in between like clients and that, and I'm always like, there's no point doing it. Everyone's doing something. Then when I jump on, I'm like, shit, everyone's got different time. Time differences, isn't it?
One time everyone was saying where they're from, big up from this country and that country, and I was like, yo, I'm seeing Dubai. I'm seeing, bro, hella different countries.
It's when you see them like deep in the woods, African countries and that, bro, that I'm just like, yo, as if man are watching man there and that, bro. That's crazy. Libya and that, bro. Come
on. I'm seeing a Mazza, bro. But yeah, but CAB says, what's you guys' thoughts on Carvalho? Do you think he has a place for him in the team or just a sub now? That is for another show. I think that's a whole conversation. But if you want a quick answer, I don't think he's good enough to start yet. But he can start for the future.
I actually think not starting him yet and playing him sparingly at the moment is a good thing for him. It's good development. I don't want to throw him into not when we're playing shit. That's not good for him, man. I know people are like sink or swim, but it's not good for him, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, I hear it. Casey says, where's Liverpool in the table? Eighth place.
2 points behind United, I think, in fifth.
He's just trying to clown. It's fine. Arsenal fan trying to clown.
I like it though, man. Any Arsenal fan doing that now, I like it, man. If it stays like that, good on you.
If I was feeling spiteful, I'll just tell the crowd his age when Arsenal last won a Premier League. But I'm not going to do that. But I don't need to go there. I don't need to go there. But anywho, guys, it's been another episode of Big Six Bants. Shout out to all the members of Big Six Banter. Shout out Jamie Phillips, Marshall Ayu, Meltaza, T Baby Solo, Chelsea OG, Daniel, John Madonka, Aidan Andrews, MUFC Kaz, and Ricky. Thank you everyone for tuning in, guys. Anything you guys want to say before we end off?
Nah, just big up to the chat, man. Thanks for everyone coming in. Thanks for having me on as well, Tom. Big up meeting you and that, man. It's good, isn't it? And yeah, anyone who wants to jump on the watch along later, I'll time it in it so you can sync up with the England game and that. More time, I'm not going to speaking about the match halfway through because it's England and it's trash, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't want to do that, come over, man. I think I'll be on at 7:30 because the game kicks off at 7:45. So yeah, man. Big up to you, lot.
Good stuff. So you guys know where to be. You see the channel there, so let's just put it in there. Make sure you subscribe to Football and catch him on later on for his watch along for England versus Italy in the Nations League. Make sure you follow Tom Little on socials. You'll catch him on Hassam's channel. You'll catch him on my channel. You'll catch him on the terrace. Just about everywhere, really. So big you guys up. Noah says big up once, and who's else can't be us. Noah, shut up. But big up yourself. Yeah, you do more. We're all awake then. By night time, usually pissed. I'm joking, only sometimes. No, I hear it still. I hear it. But yeah, all right, guys. You lot take care. And we'll see you in the next one. It's been another episode of Big Six Bants, and we will see you soon. Take care, people.